Good good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, P Pistol B, Peter Blackburn, here on YouTube. We are gonna go over this Eagle Dynamics video 2026 and beyond. I know 82% of the hype is already gone, but we're gonna go over it anyway and give my sad thoughts about it. All right, here we go. I just make sure that this audio is off. We're gonna have this muted. Here we go. We're gonna start with the good old Eagle Dynamics. What's that called? Logo. Inventory C17. New. Maybe some super carrier stuff. Obviously, we talked about. People have been talking about the F14 updated. That's gonna be pretty interesting. We'll see how it pans out. More than likely, we're gonna get it this year. We'll see. I wonder how much it's gonna cost. Whether or not Heapler is gonna do a discount for people who have the F14s. We got the Mirage F1s climbing into the helicopters. Infantry actually learning how to run. New tanks possibly. I Some of what I think is just how much of a resource hog, how much resources this is going to take for people's systems to work. This is the Panavia Tornado, two-seater, swept wing, European aircraft. Wonder how well it'll stand up. Um, Showing the pilot model in the A10, good old F-16s, the F-18s, the BO-105. But since we're not seeing BO-105 cockpit footage, I am not 100% convinced that we're going to see it this year. I'm going to scroll back just a little bit. Trying to figure out what aircraft this is. This is possibly the F-100. MiG 29. There's the F-100s. New BM 21s. I'm not 100% certain that F1M, or sorry, you're gonna have that F104 come out. I don't think the F104 is coming out this year either. I just don't think it's far enough along. Haven't heard much from Aegis about it. This is a close-up view of the F-14 BU's new HUD. There's our F-104 again. The Eurofighter. People have talked about the dynamic campaign. This is Iraq. The previous map was Afghanistan. We'll see where they go next. This shows the UI going on up here. And also, we'll see Balkans. This is Syria's. There's a tornado again. New explosions. We've already get a wing shake going on. Trees falling over. We'll see. Hopefully, destructible environment finally with trees that don't stop all of your missiles will come in handy. There's Eurofighter cockpit. C-130's C-130's been pretty good. It needs it needs some updates real to get better, especially on multiplayer. Some of it has some gnarly bugs that it just explodes. Now we're looking at World War II. I believe this is the harbor at Guam. So I wonder if the ships are going to be player controllable, like combined arms would be considered part of combined arms. I'm not confident that that is going to be the case. Their ship models look really good for right now. I mean, and it could, unfortunately, it could just be cinematic and not gameplay footage. Looks like we have a Dauntless there. This might be a Dauntless, but it's not an old Dauntless. It doesn't have the telescopic sight. I do not think it's a Corsair. I could be wrong. But you could have the cockpit open there. There's the LA7. Again, I don't think anything that you don't see a cockpit image of, I highly doubt we'll see that within the next 18 months. The BO105, again, we're getting footage of it, but nothing new. They've teased C-17 as possibly a module if the C-130 sells well. There's the old friggin' Helldiver. Helldiver was a terrible aircraft in real life. A little F6F action. 104, there's F-18. Reliving our good old World War II historic video days. And that's an F4F right here. This is an F4F. Here's our Typhoon, more Typhoon footage. I thought for a second this was a F-15E. It's not. It's a MiG-29. Don't get confused. We got these are 650s, I believe, A6M5s instead of the A6M2s. So they're more updated than the twos that actually fought at Pearl Harbor. I wonder if they're going to actually allow the F-104 to hit 120,000 feet or not. Be interesting. And with these Navy ships shooting, I want to be able to shoot Navy guns. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But I think it would be really cool to be like, okay, we want to hit this target, and you can actually get them to do real damage. Got more tornado footage. Again, I expect we'll see the Typhoon. I do not expect we'll see the Tornado this year. Typhoon might not even make it by the end of this year. I haven't heard much on the LA7's development, so we'll look into that too. ED's got their stuff, their spiel. And their reveal this year. The reveal this year is an officially licensed product from Dassault Aviation. It's the Raphael. Call it Raphael all the time. So the things that we didn't see any F-15C at all. Like I saw, there's that one little bit right in the beginning. There's no F-15C footage. There's no F-35 footage. So I don't expect either one of those out this year. Dynamic campaign. I'd say there's a good small chance that we'll see a preliminary version of it, probably by Christmas. They've already said we will not get the Catalina will not be flyable, so that's not coming. I was really hoping that maybe we'd be able to fly that guy, but no. So, what do I think is actually going to be released this year? I anticipate the I anticipate the Typhoon, the Eurofighter, whatever you want to call it, in around June, if it's ready to go, and the F-100D, if Grinelli's got it in a good spot, maybe by November. I don't think we see anything else really. Balkans. I guess we'll probably see Balkans in March. Not March. Um, May, April, quarter two. We'll see maybe the Balkans hit early access. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for how this is all going to pan out with Eagle Dynamics in 2026. Hope everybody's having a good one. Uh, I was really just hoping to do a test recording, and I'm just going to see how this goes. And if it's a good enough recording, we're going to send it up. All right. We'll see everybody later, and bye.